A Good Kind of Trouble by Lisa Moore Rami. Chapter 1. First Slide. I'm allergic to trouble. It makes my hands itch. But today in science, when Mr. Levy starts calling out lab partner assignments, I don't get even the lightest tingle. I just sit there, barely breathing, waiting for him to assign me to the perfect partner. He's been promising we'd start science lab since the first day of school, but it's been weeks, lots of time for me to decide on the perfect partner. Mr. Levy has been teaching science at Emerson Junior High for centuries, and he looks like a mad scientist. For real. He has wild, frizzy, gray hair and even wears a lab coat every day. He fluffs his hair and adjusts his thick black glasses. I start rubbing my hands against my leg, which isn't a good sign, but I don't pay attention. Any second, he will get to my name. Shayla, and Mr. Levy pauses a few seconds, like he is really thinking about it, like he doesn't have the list in front of him. And Bernard, he says, no, and I mean, no. This is the opposite of perfect. I sneak a peek behind me. Bernard sits in the back, slouching low in his seat. Junior high desks weren't made for Bernard. He's not the kid sized. He's grown up sized and grown up big. He catches me looking at him, and his mouth shifts into a mean grimace. I gulp and look away. My sister, Hannah, would say, I'm just being like those people who take one look at a black person and think they need to clutch their purse tight or lock their car doors. I have no problem with Bernard being black. Obviously, I'm black too. It's him being huge and mean and scary. Bernard went to the same elementary school as me, and my best friends, Isabella and Julia, were all terrified of him. Everyone I know is terrified of him. Even in kindergarten, he would scowl at everybody and he'd yell a lot. In second grade, he yelled at me because I got to the Star Wars Legos before he did. He grabbed those stormtroopers right out of my hands. And if you've ever had someone snatch Legos from you, you know how much it hurts. And he didn't say sorry. I told him I needed the stormtroopers. But Bernard looked at me like he wouldn't have minded squashing me right underneath one of his big shoes. Bernard was a bully then, and he's a bully now. Please, oh, please don't let us be doing lab work today. Find your partners, everyone. Mr. Levy claps his hands together. I just bet partnering me with Bernard is some devious experiment. What happens if we mix trouble hating girl with bully boy? Kaboom! That's what happens. Shayla, Bernard hollers. He sounds mad. I guess he's not happy that we're partners either. I walk to the back of the room, to the lab tables, and my feet feel like they weigh 600 pounds. I got the first slide. Bernard's voice is like a bunch of bowling balls all being dropped at the same time. The glass in one of his big paws snaps in two. Oh, I say. He could probably snap one of my fingers, just like that. Bernard shakes his hand and starts sucking a finger. I'm sure that it is a bad idea. Mr. Levy comes over and sets some new slides next to our microscope. He doesn't even ask Bernard if he's okay. Bernard doesn't look okay. He looks angry, which is basically saying he looks like Bernard. Stop messing around, Mr. Levi tells Bernard. I wasn't, Bernard booms. Mr. Levy shakes his head and walks away. After that, Bernard won't even look in the microscope. He shoves the stack of slides at me like it's my fault. He broke the first one. The top slide has a tiny green brown thing on it, and when I peer through the microscope, I can see it's a bug leg. I think it's from a grasshopper and write some notes about it to try not to study Bernard. I don't know if I should say anything to him. I don't want to make him even more mad.